Hey folks, welcome to episode 2 of the Beer Brawler. In this one we did my favorite style of beer, Russian Imperial Stouts. Well, why is it my favorite style? Because it's basically taken the flavors and aromas of chocolate and coffee and bourbon and beer and mixing it all together. And you can't really get much better than that. I don't think so anyhow. So I took these 4 amazing Imperial Stouts and these 3 guys, and we sat down and mixed it all up together, and we had a lot of fun. I hope you have a lot of fun in watching it. And if you watch the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how you can win a $10 gift certificate from Amazon. Beer Brawl 2, I'm here with Tim, James, and Ian. We're doing Russian Imperial Stouts or double stouts or whatever you want to call it. Basically we're doing really strong, dark, thick stouts. So Ian here is a brewing student at KPU, the Kwantlen Polytechnic University. And so he's just going to kind of tell us as a brewer, what do you look for in a stout? In a Russian stout.
In a Russian Imperial Stout, it's going to be stronger than every other stout. You can have a Imperial Stout as it is, and it's just going to be a little bit stronger, maybe a little coffee or chocolate acidity. Whereas your Russian Imperial is going to be heavy, thick. It shouldn't have much foam or any stability, just based on the higher alcohol. It's going to be coffee, chocolate, a little bit of acidity, and boozy. And I would say the best is to let it warm up a little bit and really kind of extrapolate some of the flavors that are the finer points.
Cool.
In the stouts.
And so, well, you said it shouldn't be much for head?
Yeah, it should be low foam.
Is that because less carbonation or?
Based on residual sugars from unfermentables from the wort and fermentation, the higher alcohol that a beer is, the less stability of foam it has.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that. All right. So feel free to drink as you will. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
So Tim, what are you picking up for aromas and flavors off that first one?
Definitely a little bourbon.
Bourbon, yeah.
It's good. Even just smelling it straight away, you're like...
Yeah, I can actually smell that. Ooh. I can't smell much for most things, but I can smell that. It's nice.
Definitely the most pungent out of all 4.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I haven't even checked out the other ones right here.
It's a surprising amount.
Yeah,
it's awesome. I'm a bourbon drinker, so
me too.
That's okay with me.
Me too, yeah. Number 3 for the aroma smells. I almost smells like I'm smelling like an IPA. Not an IPA, but something that's dry hopped.
Yeah, like a barley wine.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the way Driftwood makes their Old Cellar Dweller. A lot of people say it's like a quad IPA.
Yeah. But have you guys had the most recent years?
No, I didn't have last year's.
I grabbed one. Well, it came a month or 2 ago, 2017, right? So I grabbed one. I saw it at High Point. I grabbed it, drank it that night. I was like, man, it was floral. Mm-hmm. I've never had a barley wine taste like that before, so definitely.
You know what? I've been meaning to try one. It was just one at the Goblin liquor store. I was like, oh, I should get one, I might go back.
BCL, yeah? Which one?
The one that normally doesn't even have the good selection.
Definitely pick it up.
Downtown. Butte.
Oh, downtown.
I'll try and head back if I see one.
That's good. I've got a few already, so I'm good at it.
Well, that's where I picked up Old Raspberry for the first time.
Yeah.
Remember, I think I was attached to you and I went there with my buddy. Yeah.
You used to have it in 4-packs there.
They used to, yeah.
I make it a lot of places actually.
It was the best. $4.
Yeah, exactly.
They sell $5 individual in the store. It's always like, if you see it, grab it.
Yeah.
My local private shop, Jack's on Dunbar, they have Old Raspy 4-packs for $15.
Nice.
So I've diminished my supply of Old Raspy over
If you
time.
don't want to drink one of your high-end single bottles of Russian Imperial, but you want one, that's just it's like the same price as just average normal beer.
That one in the Brooklyn double chocolate stout, you could find that for a long time for $4 kicking around.
Single
you don't
bottles.
see as much anymore.
Private stores now.
Yep, I did that too. It used to be called the Boutique on Dunbar and 41st.
Oh yeah, you're way up there. Oh yeah, I've been up there. I got a bunch of Singularities up there once.
Yeah, and that's my diamond in the rough. That's where I go. No, shoot, I shouldn't say that. No, don't go there for Singularities.
We went up there to get some because we couldn't find anywhere else. We drove up there. My buddy's obsessed with Singularity. He mostly just drinks Stella and shit like that, but he loves Singularity. He's the one who wants to do a trade for the 2016. But he saw it. He had a vertical up there. He's like, how much? $60. He's like, done. And we drank them all. And it was awesome.
In one night, in one go?
In one go.
Oh my god.
He's a savage.
The first time I had Singularity, I had it all to myself, and I was quite intoxicated at the end of it.
So number 2. So number 1, lots of bourbon. Number 2, I smell a bit.
Getting some coffee off the aroma.
Not too much on the
A
chocolate.
little bit of burnt.
Yeah.
Kind of, and that goes through onto the tongue like it's quite roasty.
Yeah.
You notice the head on this is way less brown than the others.
Yeah.
That's what I always see in a Russian Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
That's
Especially anything barrel aged just should have a little bit more of that darker head.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna be a strong beer when you pour it. It's got like that tan head
Yeah.
down. Like,
There's still
10 feet, right? Like,
My favorite.
Oh.
I picked up a can for the first time. For like first time in a while the other day. I can't wait
Yeah.
to drink that again. And, you
The
guys
barrel aged
tried
one?
No, just the regular. Have you guys had the big
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
stovepipe
Yeah.
can?
It's
I just picked
awesome.
one up when I was down in Vegas.
Yeah, nice. I'll have to. That's on my bucket list beer one day.
It was like
I'll be like
$18 down in Bellingham when I picked it up.
one can.
For a can?
It was brutal.
I think I paid 6.
Damn.
Maybe 8, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also
I can
bought
imagine fresh.
a Fremont 2015 coffee KDS there for like $40. It was the last one.
$40.
I had to get it.
Yeah. I don't blame that dude too.
Yeah, and it was marvelous. It was so good.
So yeah, so for Russian stouts, because I think like, which one has been your favorite? Yeah, if you don't mind, that'd be great. Man.
1050 that just got mentioned.
Yeah, the barrel age or the regular?
Regular. I
Okay.
had the regular. Local wise, Singularity always gets a mention.
Yeah.
I remember one of the first ones I had. I picked up the House Sound pothole.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're one of the first
And
ones.
it's like, and I was like, it takes a while when you first start trying Imperial Stouts to really let them grow on you. The first time you're like, whoa, this is too intense.
Yeah.
But it's like IPA, the first time you had it, or when you
Yeah.
had a double IPA, like after a while you crave that intensity of the stout. You have just a regular oatmeal stout and you're like, it's good, but it's lacking that punch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's great. I work at Rogers Arena.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so Devil's Elbow is just a block or two away.
That's right. It's right
So
there. Yeah.
I go there quite often.
Their lunch specials.
The lunch specials. The brisket sandwich with the mac and cheese cornbread on side.
And a glass
So
of beer
which
for
place?
50
And
bucks.
glass beer, yeah.
Which place?
Devil's Elbow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a house sound.
Never
And
been
they
there, yeah.
always have a pothole filler on nitro.
Yeah.
I always get that. It's just
And
so
R&B Brewing have that often because they're also owned by House Sound.
Yeah.
okay.
And they always have a
They all have their.
Yeah.
They have that.
Like rail ale or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always have their
They do.
oatmeal stout on top.
Yeah.
As well. What's your favorite Russian Imperial Stout? Or any strong ass stout?
From BC.
Yeah, in general.
I mean, I really do like Mega Destroyer because I like that licorice, black licorice, and just
First
dark
time I had it.
and
Yeah.
I've got one.
But it kicks your ass.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it's heavy. But I really like, in general, for stouts, Angry Chair out of Tampa, Florida.
I've heard of it.
They do a beer called Popinski, Russian Imperial, obviously great name. And yeah, they just run with that. And there's like a peanut butter, there's a marshmallow, there's
I've seen the
just
marshmallow
different
one,
variant
yeah.
ones, and yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, nice. I've never
But
had
they do
it.
they're not like a single style kind of brewery. They do all the styles really well,
Yeah.
which is nice.
That's good. And they got nice artwork too.
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
their bottle
box of
artworks.
gloves, yeah.
It's like a big like Russian boxer with the boxing gloves on the label.
Yeah.
This is gonna hit you.
All right, so number 3, going back to the aroma. This is the one I can actually smell. Yeah, it smells like coffee, like floral kind of.
Yeah.
That's why
Compared to the
it's
other
going
ones.
down the fastest.
Yeah. There's also the smallest container, so I got a little slightly smaller pour, I think.
it's really dry. But I can
Yeah, it
taste
is.
that hoppy bitterness.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, a Russian Imperial Stout usually has a higher hop content, doesn't it?
Yeah, just to balance everything out.
Because
right?
that's the
Yeah.
history of it.
Yeah.
They put the hops
It's
in there to
history.
preserve it,
Yeah.
to travel to the troops.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow. That's really
Yeah, it is more bitterness than.
Yeah.
it's like evergreen.
There's like evergreen.
Like piney.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, pine. It reminds me of
It
Colorado.
reminds me of smelling like evergreen flavored Cascade hops.
Yeah,
As soon as you say that, it's
exactly.
like, oh yeah, just really
Yeah.
pungent.
It's
And it comes through really strongly. It's strong.
it kind of reminds me there's a couple. What is it, like Bombers called kind of Imperial Stout?
Yeah.
It's more bitter. You know what I mean? Like, when I get it, I don't get the sweetness and the full body. I get more of a bitterness from it.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of that. I like this one better. So
That was
far,
similar to the last time I picked up the pothole filler. It's been a while since I had it.
Yes.
And it's a lot more has that bitterness a lot more than some of the ones that are more like low end roasty and
Yeah.
coffee.
Has anyone had the I like the Bomber Russian Imperial Stout in the can.
Yeah.
It's nice, accessible, cheap,
$5.
Yeah.
just done, easy. You fill your fridge with that and have one like you have an old raspy. Has anyone had the barrel aged version?
Yeah, I saw that. It caught me off guard. I was like, oh,
They have a kit with that one in the barrel
chocolate
porter.
I saw that actually.
I had it at Toby's yesterday.
I was kind of a little bit like, should I bother? Like, because the last few I had, I was a bit like, it's alright, but it's just.
It's a little bit green.
Yeah.
I found.
Yeah, it's really funny, yeah.
It needs more time. It needs
For
more
sure.
time.
That's why I waited on when it first came out. I waited on it. It got really nice, nice thick mouthfeel.
Oh, you have one
For the bottles? Yeah, okay.
Oh no, for the cans.
Oh, the cans, yeah.
The cans. The cans got better over time.
I
For
had
sure.
a few for a while actually, yeah.
Toby's had a sale on them a couple years ago. I don't know what it was, but they were selling for $3.25. So I bought like as many as I could grab.
I actually went to Bomber.
And because they were getting old, they're like, oh, they're not good anymore. I'm like,
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
all right.
Yeah, they're totally not good. I'll take them.
They're also the ones who had 6 bottles of Cantillon sitting on their bottom shelf. I go in, I look at it, I'm like, what the fuck? I grab it, I'm like, what? Why is this down here? Right? I go
Where
home,
is
I'm
this,
like,
Toby's?
At Toby's, yeah, this was a few years ago. I bring it up, I'm like, how much is this? He goes, I don't know. Like,
Give me $5.
I'm like, $20. He's like, hold on a second. He calls me. I go, oh no, they're 13 or 14 or whatever they were. They were sitting there underneath everything else, just buried.
What?
They're lime goose, yeah.
First time I ever tried it, it was totally random. I go to grocery shopping and I always used to check that store on the side of the Waldorf. Never had cans in, never even seen it. Because I go in there one day just to check. They just got one bottle of Creek. I was like, what's this? So I just grab it like.
Yeah, if you see it, you got it.
So you're down in the rough is that one up in Dunbar, Toby's. When I can't find something anywhere, Toby's always has it. Yeah. They'll have Singularity, like my buddy who's all into it now.
Yeah.
Couldn't find anyone. Like, man, this store has like 20 of them. He's like, let's go. He bought 10 of them.
Just still a lot at High Point.
Yeah, right now I'm talking this was about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like 2 weeks after everyone was sold out.
Yeah.
And they had cases of it.
Oh, shit.
Like they don't put it out, and it's not that type of market where people go looking for that as well, right? Like even that commercial drive liquor store, they had a bunch of Cascade barrel stuff from Portland there for $29.
Yeah,
And it's 40 something everywhere else. And there's like someone ordered it, they didn't pick it up, so now we're selling it. And they're like, no one in this market buys it, so we're selling it cheap. I was like, I'll take 4. Thanks.
Just
I've
scoop that right up.
I've never pulled the trigger and bought a bottle of Cascade.
They're good, but you're like, if you ever go to Portland, just go to the place. You try them all.
You
and
can
it's-
get 2-ounce samples.
Yeah,
It's like $2 for a sample.
They like tap live battles all the barrels all the time. Right?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah. We go there every year, so it's great.
That's.
So number 4.
Oh, it smells so good.
Mm-hmm. It tastes so good too. Jeez, that's really good. That's really smooth.
Smooth, yeah, that's the.
Like I don't taste any burn. Like this is one of those things I drink way too fast. This is good.
That's a barrel aged from last year or something.
Or maybe a few years. I don't want to give anything away.
It's mellowed down big time, and that's nice. The mouthfeel is great. That's what I always want from a stout, Imperial Stout, Russian Imperial Stout, a thick mouthfeel, because my benchmark is 1050.
Yeah.
And that stuff's more royal.
Yeah.
It pours
I've
out.
only had it once, I think.
I've 1050 and me.
We go way back.
It's a full love relationship. I've got them. I think I actually had a 2011 1050 last year, and the way it aged is weird. It was actually all I could taste was notes of hazelnut.
Hazelnut, really?
Hazelnut, yeah.
That'd be really good though. I love
Because
that.
at that point, I had 1050 from I only started drinking in 2015 with craft beer, and I've had 1050 every year, and it's my top stout. It's my perfect stout. And when I had the 2011, my buddy just cracked it, and I was like, this is just the weirdest experience, because I'm used to the molasses, chocolate, slight roastiness, and then all of a sudden I had a sip of this just hazelnut bomb. It was really, really odd, but I mean, I've had hazelnut through the years, and I've got, I think, I just checked my cellar recently, and I took an inventory finally, like on an Excel sheet and everything. I still got like 3 2014s, 3 2015s, and then at Jack's, they just had a case of it, and I bought 2 or 3 packs, and now I have a bunch of 2017s.
Nice.
Yeah.
And these are just cans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they had them at Brewery Creek for a while.
Oh yeah, for $26 a 4-pack.
Is that what it was? Ah, fuck.
You're just gonna hold on to a bunch for as long as.
Oh yeah, when I see 1050, I will buy it.
What's the oldest beer you've ever had?
Oh, 2009 Abyss.
Yeah.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good, or was
No, it was not. It was oxidized.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried about those two cellar dwellers.
Yeah.
just drink them.
I think I have to.
Yeah.
I just gotta
There's no point spending that money waiting out long. Gosh, shit's past.
I've got 2011 and 2012 cellar dwellers, and you shouldn't age those ones past 5 years.
Yeah.
And they're foil top, not wax top.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
it's-
That's right.
And those are the two that my buddy gave me for that trade with the
Right,
with
yeah.
the
I'm
iPhone.
sure it'll taste
So,
good.
well, if he doesn't care about it as much, he might not have been keeping it in the right best conditions either, right?
Keeps him in a.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Where does he keep him? I don't know. He moved, so.
So did you guys ever follow Barley Mullet's blog? Barley Mullet?
No.
Oh.
I think.
He had the best.
Barley Mullet. Oh, I like that.
He had the best beer blog because he'd have like on the side of his blog he had my cellar. He'd have so you click on it, it'd be like all these, like everything from like Adam, from like Hair of the Dog to Singularity, and every 3 to 6 months you take one out and open it. And he has a cellar, like he built a room just for this now. And so he'll take it out. This one's not drinking that good right now. This one's in a really good window. So if you have this one, this is the time to drink it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that still active?
The last post I saw from him was when Persephone was having troubles with their farming license and the hops.
a while ago.
So it was like a year and a half ago.
Wow.
But he used to update it all. Like he had like a Nigel. See how he was Alvaro? Nigel.
Oh right, that guy.
He had like an award every year
Brass
for
neck guy.
Nigel. Yeah, brass neck guy. Yeah.
Thorpe something.
Thorpe, yeah, thank you. He had the best Vancouver blog for beer for a while. He just doesn't update anymore.
Tu's got a crazy cellar on Instagram, that beer snobbing guy. Have you seen?
Yeah.
One, like, I just saw him, like, oh, jeez, man, it makes me sad seeing, like, this, like, pimped out, huge open cellar. And local people with an awesome cellar, Hops Canary, she's the beer writer for, she's, like, involved in the whole scene. She's got, like, this crazy 2-door thing, holds thousands of bottles. And I always see that, and I was like, man, it's amazing. I wish I could have something like that.
I have 2 boxes of 12 each, and my wife's like, too much. Get rid of these.
At the back of a closet.
on.
Yeah, mine's hidden. It's in the back of a closet. I'm like, you don't understand.
Your camping stuff is
People
sitting on
have
top of
like
it.
huge
It's fine.
things.
I also have a kegerator and like 4 kegs.
You got
Okay,
a pretty good setup. You look like you got a cabinet like in the closet or something.
Yeah, actually, so in my house, me, Megan, and the boys live upstairs, and Megan's sister lives downstairs. There's a downstairs suite, and there's a downstairs. There's a closet that goes underneath our stairs, and that's where I have my 120 bottles,
Ooh.
all in boxes.
Yeah.
But like my future plan is that I will build up a wall so that she can have the closet space for her shoes, but the back side of the wall I'm gonna cut out a little hobbit hole door, because it goes into a room that we have, like the Lego craft room.
Yeah.
And so I'll be able to like open the door and then go into my cellar, because it's like it's like a triangular shaped room, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like I want to build up shelves on the walls, and
Mine's kind of like that too. It kind of slants to
Yeah.
underneath the staircase. So it's on a weird angle.
Exactly.
So I want to do something like that, similar to that too.
keep a fan in there, keep it cool.
Yeah. I don't even really need to worry about it. It's right in the center, so it's away from the windows. and that.
Exactly. It's always cool.
We have a space downstairs too where I got most of my beer now, but it's got all our camping gear down there. We have a ton of camping gear.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So far, guys, what's your favorite one?
Number 1.
Well,
I'm gonna go with number 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
this 4 is really nice though.
4's
Yeah.
good.
It's close second. It's the mouthfeel that's given number 1 the lead for me.
Yeah. I kind of think it's fun because this one tastes more boozy,
Yep.
and this one tastes way more smooth.
Yeah.
But I like them both.
But they
like pretty
they
similar.
go
Yeah.
together really well.
Yeah. Number 2's really good too.
Yeah. Number 2 and number 4 were kind of like
This.
close.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit boozier, a little bit stronger. Whereas after you have all the other strong ones, you're like, oh, I really want something smooth and
Yeah.
creamier.
Shit.
And
You guys keep talking. I got some pen and paper for us.
I was gonna say we're gonna
Yeah. Write them down, right? Fuck. I totally forgot that part.
it's hard for me to figure out which beer I brought. Because I never had the beer that I brought.
Ah.
Yeah,
Really, eh?
yeah. I actually got it in beer trade. My fiance was going to visit family at American Thanksgiving, and I was like, okay, well let me hit up some friends, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you like Thor's Hammer, Central City, the like number 3
Sour.
sour,
Yeah.
and then the Beau Sauvage from Townside.
Oh yeah.
And so they sent me up some things, this beer, I don't know which one it is, and Civil Society, which is a brewery in Jupiter, Florida. It's near West Palm Beach.
Oh wow.
And they're like Treehouse. Pretty much all they do is hazy IPAs.
Yeah.
Hazy IPAs. And when I was there, you know, in March, April, there was never a line. Like now they release the cans and they're sold out like day of.
You know what?
Like Treehouse.
Try number 4. Tell me if you taste. No, sorry. Number 3. Tell me if you taste ganja. You'll know this.
So like ball.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like bong water.
Dank bowl.
You taste that?
It is a little
just
like
me.
green. There's a little green in the back.
Yeah.
Because we were saying that's the one that's a bit
Yeah.
full, right?
As it warms up.
So whatever, you guys will. So say the 2 that you like the most and save a little bit. We're gonna have 2 more. We'll see how those 2 compare to the 2 you like.
Okay. Nice rip job. Nice rip job. Oh, that is just beautiful.
There you go.
It's pretty.
I got a pen actually.
I got one too. Get out there.
So would you say think your best 2 and save a bit of those 2 and drink? Okay.
Well, I'll bring up the balls we have right now.
Yeah.
And so just save a little bit so you can just taste that beer and compare it to you actually see the can or the bottle and like, oh, that's what that tastes like. And then
We're
save,
just going out of 5, right? Again.
yeah,
Judging
out of 5, yeah. Untapped rules so you can use quarter points, whatever.
I'm not even on top.
You're not?
You'd spend too much time checking in.
Yeah,
I spend too much time on Instagram.
You know, like, I don't really like Untapped. It takes so fucking long to find that.
That's-
Like, that's not the
yeah.
right one. It doesn't have a. And my phone's also like iPhone 5S.
I just upgraded.
And the characters
it's
are
just
super
so
limited.
slow.
You're limited on characters. You can't even write that much.
Yeah, I don't even bother. I just scroll and hit.
What Untapped is out of 5.
Yeah.
So
With quarter-
I think
quarter points, though.
I think yeah, with quarter points. So I
Okay.
think it's a bit of an unfair scale because Beer Advocate rate beers out of 100,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, so if it's 4 out of 5, it's a good solid beer, but it's only an 80. I'm like, no, fuck that. This is a 90, but most people don't think of it that way.
Like a 4.5.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah,
it's maybe
it's
not a
not-
4.5 because 4.5 on Untapped is like, I don't know. There's like.
You don't see that many of them.
You don't see
Yeah.
many of them, and even when you look at like their top 10 or top 100, there's like King Julius from Treehouse and a bunch of Bourbon County beers. They're over 4.5, and that's it. So it's like, but those beers are like hundreds.
Yeah.
They're not 4.63 or something.
Yeah.
So
It's like the BJCP thing though, but it's just
Yeah.
divided by 10.
yeah,
So you look at it that way too, right?
Yeah.
So if you see a 4, like in a B, like a 40 in BJCP,
Yeah.
that's a really good beer.
that is yeah.
Yeah. Like even if someone gives me, like I got one back and it was like a 35, I was like, holy shit, people actually like this beer. It's a 3.5, that doesn't seem like much on
Yeah,
tap, right?
exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there's some different levels there to decide.
So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of thing?
Yeah,
And
so
then
1,
we
2,
rate
3,
it?
4, and just write whatever you want out of 5.
Okay.
Or out of 100. If you want to do that 100, I'll do the math after. Just divide by 20.
That's too much thinking.
Be interesting to see what I've checked in these beers as previously as well.
Yeah,
And now that it's blind, I don't
Good
know.
call.
I don't have that like judgment of, oh, it's from that brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only make one stout a year.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember, that one was kind of more hoppy, bitter
It
too.
was, yeah. Apparently it didn't age well though. Someone
Oh.
recently, was it Twitsa?
The guys Fuggles and Warlock, they're
Mm.
Beam Me Up, or not Beam Me Up, the other one.
Dark Side.
Dark Side,
Missed that one.
I actually traded Belinda, Bunky BJ. She brought me back a BCBS,
That's right.
and I gave her a Dark Side
Oh, nice.
and some money.
Good trade.
Yeah.
Cool. When I was hoping the Powder Teeth guys, they got a hold of that one. They loved it.
The Fuggles.
The fucking Warlock one, yeah. But I mean, they mostly just drink High Life and shit like that, so. That's their main beer, it was like Old Milwaukee.
And they were doing a beer blog?
Well, it started off as just a podcast, like
podcast.
a current event thing, and then I went on the podcast, and I brought a bunch of beer, and they're like, now this is gonna be a beer podcast.
Yeah, I got a bit more beer.
Yeah, but they didn't really know much about it, but they had good intentions, but they basically liked everything, so it was all new to them, right? They never had a stout before, or like a Russian stout or double IPA, so they loved it all for the most part. I'll grab that pen if you're done with it.
Yeah, I think so. I'll
You can reconsider if you want.
I'll think about it more if I want to put any detail into it.
And just for the record, my score does not count to the totals because I know what they all are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's so tough because it's so subjective.
It totally is.
Every person has their own
Your
preferences.
mood, if you sat and drank each one as a pint by itself on your couch, you might probably have a different score as to when you're sampling four kind of side by side and trying to analyze it maybe too much. And
that is just crazy. I can't. This number 3, it's so interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot more complexity.
Number 4, if I was drinking this with my wife, she makes it a little bit smoother.
Yeah.
She'd be all over it. She'd be like, yeah, this is great. And if we were drinking number 1, she'd have like less than this, and she'd be like, yeah, I'm good now. You know, like she doesn't like that boozy flavor too much.
My wife's a snob. She only drinks barrel-aged stouts.
Oh yeah.
Which is great because that's pretty much all I have.
Or bags. She drinks all your beer, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's all these beers I bought back from Vegas. I've been like getting them ready for this thing. She's like, how can we have no good beer in the fridge I can drink like coming home from work? You know, I was like, I want to drink a fucking 15% beer before we went to bed.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm like, well, you don't have to. I'll drink it.
the Imperial Porter recently, whiskey barrel aged 24 months. Yeah, I know it was pretty good.
I have 2 sitting at home and traveling probably next week.
I'm gonna do that too.
I'm gonna grab the balls. You guys good?
Yep.
Good. Can you know what that one is?
4.
Oh, good. You know on it.
Oh, what is that?
It's a Beelzebub. I thought you said you wanted it. That's why I brought it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you both said it.
I wanted to.
Guess what's on that was?
2.
3.
Damn,
It's a dry hop. The dry hop is
That's where the hops are coming from.
And of course,
Number 1.
yeah. And process elimination.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. I'm surprised. Wow.
But these are the same year. I made sure they're both 2016s. My buddy wanted this one.
That's the
You're
one.
not getting it, motherfucker.
You let me know. I'll give him a 2016
yeah,
2014.
definitely, dude. I think he has one. He's obsessed about having. He's OCD with it. So take a picture if you want. I'm gonna try to face the camera after.
As all Instagrams are.
So just for the audience. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to make 2 barrel aged in the same year. So Bourbon County Stout from Goose Island, probably one of the most legendary ones. A little controversial because they bought it by AB InBev, so a lot of people don't like it as much. They don't really consider it as crafty, but it's still a fucking good beer.
Yeah.
It was the first beer I've ever given 5 to on tap when I had it at that Blackbird event. I drank it, I was just like, I had that one. I was like, holy fuck, this is the best beer I've ever had. The only thing for me, for Russian Stouts, what comes close to that one that I've had recently was Parabola from Furlong.
Yes.
That one is fucking amazing.
Was that 14.5?
I don't know. I was at a bar in Maui during my craft beer week and they had it on the untapped menu at the bottom. I was like, hey, I asked the owner, I'm like, what's with that? And he's like, oh, that was for beer school, it's not for sale. I'm like, fuck. He's like, didn't say you couldn't have any. And he poured me a glass, he poured one for my wife, so I was just blown away. This one here is not really a Russian Imperial Stout. So, sorry, Singularity is number 2. Local badass beer. The least photogenic beer I've ever bought.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Fucking brutal. But it's good, it's really good. And they're the first ones to start doing barrel aged, wax dipped kind of thing here in BC as far as I know. This is from the Alchemist in Vermont. And they're really famous for their IPAs like Heady Topper and all that stuff. This isn't really a Russian stout, it's an American Imperial Stout. It's the weakest one, it's only 8%.
Yeah.
The rest
Only.
of them are, only. And it's dry hop with Citra.
Yeah.
And that's where we're getting all those,
You can tell that,
those flavors from it. And this is another local badass one. It's not barrel aged. It's from Twin Sails. Again, really well known for their IPAs, especially their hazy IPAs and all that stuff. But their stouts, like I've had 4 of their stouts now. They're fucking good. So they're killing it.
Their winter stout series.
24 to 17. So that's almost a year old.
Almost a year old.
11 months old.
Yeah. Who was in it?
I still have 2 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get any in the 4-pack, so I went there at the brewery and they're like, oh, we just sold them out. Maybe. I was standing in line and we have 2 left. And I was like, the person, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm not gonna go in here.
Yeah, the person in front of you is like,
Okay. Yeah, so your favorite? Number 1?
Number 1.
1?
Yeah.
That's pretty much that's the one. Number 2, or what's your second favorite one?
Number 4.
Number 4, Sam.
I went.
I went number 2.
I went 2 and 4 the same.
Yeah.
Back and forth, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of liked them both in their own rights, like, and
If I had to pick one, I would pick straight Flexin, I guess, over Singularity.
Well, yeah, it was a bit more smoother. That would be something I would drink more of. I like two for the same amount, but it was probably something I would want one, just like a maximum of one glass of.
And you can like them both the same. There's no rules, so you can't. They're both 4.5 or whatever you want, right? And then this one I really like too, but again, in all fairness, it was shipped twice. So once from Vermont to Quebec, once from Quebec to here. Russian Imperial Stouts should be able to hold up through shipping, you'd think, so that's kind of what they're designed for. But again, it's not as strong as the other ones, and that dry hopping flavor would probably be a lot better if you had it a little bit fresher, I imagine. So it's still really good.
Good experience.
Yeah, really good. Nothing wrong with it at all.
Yeah, that's my first Alchemist. Check that one right off.
Yeah, nice. So take 2 of your glasses, give them to me. I'm gonna go pour some over.
They're doing
All right, so first place for this beer brawl was BCBS from Goose Island. Straight Flexin and Singularity were tied, and Beelzebub came in a close third. And thanks to James, Ian, and Tim for all coming down and helping me drink these wicked beers. Thanks, guys. And we made it to the end. Congratulations. So all you gotta do if you want to win that gift certificate, just for $10 from Amazon, you gotta do subscribe, give us a thumbs up, write something down in the comments. I'll be selecting that next week. And of course, we didn't finish there. We had a couple more. One of the ones we had was Hunapu from Cigar City, and we put up against a local barrel-aged stout. So that video will be coming up real quick.